Hello and welcome to my video presentation on document clustering of litcovid dataset. From the title, let's discuss what is litcovid. So litcovid is an open source comprehensive collection of international research papers written on COVID. In comparison to other open source collection of international research papers, there is COVID-19, which focuses on coronavirus in general. So that repository actually includes all the papers that is related with coronavirus. So, whereas litcovid especially focuses on COVID-19 and COVID-19 has a general focus on coronavirus such as SARS, MERS, and including COVID-19. So there is a primary distinction between litcovid and COVID-19. However, this analysis is done on litcovid. And the creation of litcovid has something to do with the emergence of coronavirus and how the research community has profusely responded to the disease. And according to one of the research papers, the median publication time from submission to acceptance of COVID research journal is 100 days. So basically, within 3 months, the paper has been accepted in some cases. So we can see that a huge number of research has been done within a very short period of time. So using this data set, we are doing an analysis, and the initial data set has approximately 40,000 journals, and the data set is currently growing. Related work with this paper is can be the closest work that is related with this is the document classification of COVID-19 literature. So the documents have labels related to the aspect of COVID-19 disease for each of these documents. Here, general mechanism, transmission, diagnosis, treatment, prevention, case report, and forecasting are those labels. However, my analysis, where it differs is that instead of using these labels, I tried to cluster the documents based upon um, based upon their terms, based upon their terms, and what my primary focus was to find scientific terms of those clusters. In terms of coding, the analysis is partly inspired from document clustering with Python, and some of the functions were modified from Stack Exchange. So the objective is that the dataset has a large number of research journals, which requires a structure that would facilitate new branch of knowledge related to COVID. To achieve that bigger goal, an intermediary step would be to learn words that are frequent in most of these journals. The overarching objective of this analysis is to find words that are frequent in this huge body of text. Overall word frequency and keywords from cluster documents can serve as a window of opportunity for new research. So the data preparation part is the original list is and the original dataset is a list in JSON format, which is converted into a pandas data frame comprising of two columns, doc ID and body of text. And the cleaning had these procedures of removal of URL, punctuation, conversion of all words into lowercase, removal of numbers, tokenization and removal of stop words, and lemmatization. Due to computational some documents have a very limited number of texts. For better analysis, a minimum threshold of 400 characters were considered, and documents with less than the threshold were dropped. So this is the word frequency looks like, and you can see that patient disease, COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2, study pandemic, China, coronavirus, severe respiratory health. These are the main driving forces of these journals. Also, it is slightly apparent that terms like COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2 is appearing twice, which is basically the same. So this is one of the limitations of my study, which can be remedied by using a dictionary that would explain all the possible scientific terms of a particular word, such as for COVID-19, the synonyms are SARS-CoV-2, and there are multiple synonyms going on for COVID-19. So basically, creating a dictionary would help. And now at the cluster level, the analysis has been done. For that, the words vectorized into a TF-IDF matrix, and the number of clusters and words per cluster was chosen 10. Here we can take a look at the clusters, and the clusters all have some distinctive quality in them. Here, from the clusters 0, we can see that the cluster 0 is about testing. For cluster 1, there is no distinctive quality in terms of terms available in cluster 1. However, for cluster 2, it is related with the respiratory issues of the patient. You can see that chest patient pneumonia are indicative of such motion. And also at cluster 3, we can see that the terms are related with the at the cellular level. Where, so the analysis included in cluster 3 are mostly related with cells, angiotensin, cytokine receptor, infection, and so on. So all of these clusters have certain qualities in them. This can be improved by reducing variety of similar terms, basically reducing the synonyms of the same terms, and the cluster will have more decisive terms in them, which will be beneficial for future analysis in finding better research hypotheses from this data set. So the limitations are that here the similar words appear multiple times, and also the clustering was not done on the total data set. Since because of computational limitation, as the data set is huge, it was not able with my limited system to do word vectorization for the whole data set. So this is what my total presentation is. Thank you.